Danny, obviously, Carter Hart is eligible to sign a contract on October 15th. Is that something you guys are willing to are you willing to speak to whether you're interested in that or not?
So the only comment I'll make on that is that his representative, Judd Moldaver, has reached out and kind of told us that in light of everything that happened in the last year and a half with Carter, they felt and Carter felt that it was better for them to look for a fresh start. So that's where it's at, and it's the only comment I'm going to make on it.
Both Dan and Jonesy said that they have confidence in your work and your timeline and so forth. How important is it for everybody to sort of be on the same page here as far as taking the patient approach to the future?
Well, we've had the support of Dan Hilferty from day one as far as the support. And I'll go back to what I was saying, 2 years ago. The goal is to build a team that's going to become a contender for years to come. That the goal is not just to make the playoffs 1 year, get knocked out, disappear for 2 years. We want to build a team, and that's why it's not just about making the playoffs. It's about building a team that eventually will have a shot at winning some rounds and winning a Stanley Cup for years to come and be there year after year. So yes, we've been very fortunate to have Dan Hilferty believe in us, and the support of our fans is critical. And I can't wait. The toughest part is to be patient. Even for me, sometimes you want to do some moves that could help you in right now. And that's the tough part. But I try to remind myself that the goal is to build a team that's going to be sustaining that level for years to come, and not just for 1 year and then reset after the year and try a different way again. So I really appreciate it, what the fans' patience and Dan Hilferty and his crew for that support.
What are your one or two more? What are your expectations for Matvei Michkov in year two?
To keep improving, to keep finding more consistency. Obviously, we're all excited about what he's shown last year and what he can become. But yeah, the biggest thing for him is to keep improving on that and to keep showing that game after game. And look, it's not just him, right? It's any rookies, you go through that. And it's tough. And it's tough to, I remember as a player, one of the toughest thing is, you have those ups and downs, and instead of having those big waves is having those little bumps along the way. And that comes with experience. It comes with time. And that's what I want to see from him, is those downs. Maybe they're not as dramatic, and those bad games are not as bad. After a while, it becomes, instead of one bad game, it becomes one bad period, and then eventually it's just one bad shift, and and that takes time. Every rookie goes through it. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking for from him this year.
There's obviously a whole lot of big name players that have still not re-signed. I won't mention any names, but haven't re-signed with their respective clubs and could be free agents next year. From an organizational standpoint, I know you're trying to improve because you want to just start taking steps in the right direction. But is it also about showing the rest of the league and maybe showing some of these players that could be available that this is a place where you're going the right direction, you're moving the ball the right way, so that maybe if one of these guys does hit free agency, they look at the Flyers as a potential destination?
Well, we've said it from day one that we're trying to, yes, again, we want to become a destination. But when we do our plans, we don't plan with the expectation that one of those guys is going to be free. We want to do it to get the team in the right direction. And when we plan, we look at, okay, yeah, we're going to save some cap space, but it could also be for, you know, a Matvei Michkov, who, you know, keeps getting better and better, and Tyson Forster, who keeps getting better and better, and all those young guys that are coming. It doesn't mean that we're looking to go on the outside to do that. But we want to be a destination, and destination also that our players that are here appreciate what they have and want to stay here. That's why we do it. Now, if something comes up down the road in 3, 4, 5 years and it works, yeah, hopefully, you know, there's a team or a player that gets us overboard and wants to play here. But most importantly, is doing it for the players that are here and that they want to stay here and want to keep, you know, pouring their hearts out in the off season to get ready for the season, and willing to put everything on the line every single game to, you know, to get our team better and better.